So much, Vern, and to our international partners for that information. It's great, great things to hear about. So we do have a couple questions, and the first one, Peter, I'm glad to see you online with us. Thank you for joining us. But the question is from Al Johnson, and he wants to know that he's heard that you guys are considering making PFD use mandatory, and I think you talked about that, but he wants to know what was the outcome of the data gathering and public feedback process.
I don't have the results of that right in front of me, but certainly there was really mixed reviews. There seemed to be an appetite for age restrictions and vessel size restrictions as far as PFD wear. There were a lot of people that didn't want to see any regulation for mandatory wear at all. But we certainly, for smaller vessels, smaller open vessels, there was more of an appetite for it, and for children under teenage years, there was more of an appetite for it. And even when you get into smaller vessels, there was some disagreement. There has always been some disagreement. What is the cutoff? Is it 5.5 meters? Is it 6 meters? Is it 4 meters? So, there certainly is an appetite out there, but in fairness, there are a lot of people that didn't want to see mandatory wear at all.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Peter. And now I'm going to ask Vern a question. It was great to hear from the internationals, and we've heard some talk earlier this week about importing stuff, maybe not so great, but we'd like to import the ideas, and we've heard a lot of great ideas. So, Vern, my question to you is, from your perspective, and you have the larger view, what can we do to start working on some of those great ideas we've heard over the course of yesterday and today?
Thank you, Stacy. I think some of it has already begun. So the folks in our product assurance branch, known as BSX23, are doing a fantastic job establishing relationships with other agencies. In the case of Customs and Border Protection, with trade associations, with both the NMMA and Life Jacket Association, and are also working with just different organizations and agencies to try to ensure that we eventually get to where we have to be, and including the NASBLA committees. And so I view it as a process where I think maybe at the NASBLA committee level is the place to start when it comes to what can we do about HIN verification and some of the problems and challenges we collectively get at the state and federal levels, and then see where it goes from there. But I'm eager to try to take what has started here and before and make sure that we have a plan of action so that we can finish it.
Excellent. Thank you so much. The only other question we have in the chat is actually directed to our friend from Australia, Mike McKiernan, who I love saying that name, and I never say it right really, but he's not online, Steve. So sorry, we can't answer the question about Australia's adoption of EVDS. So we are almost done for today. Okay, almost done. One last task for you is we're going to be kicked back out to the lobby, and we have a few more minutes of the Q&As filter in for either Vern or Peter, but so you're going to be filtered back out to the lobby as we have been all day. At 1 o'clock, we start our closing ceremonies. Now, this is important. We have prizes. We have 2 prizes. So you got to come back to that. We'll have the prizes. We will have some closing remarks. We will show the awards for the digital awards, the media awards, and we will close it up. So we're going to go ahead, and you're going to have a few minutes before the 1 o'clock. So we're going to filter back out to the lobby, and I will see you back here 1 o'clock. See you.